Hey guys. Hey Scorpio. You are the first on the list today for your weekly messages. This is going to be for the week from the 13th, which was yesterday, which is when I started these readings, until June 20th. Okay? Not really sure how often I'm going to do weekly readings, but the universe has placed this on my heart for this week. Okay? So, Scorpio, whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart, if it's troubling you, I'm going to do my best to give you messages on how to remedy that this week, and also what you can expect and what the universe wishes to grant you or take away from you this week. Okay? So, get this out of the way. Okay, guys. So, Scorpio, let's get into it. We're going to pull in oracle messages for the overall energies you will be dealing with in the week ahead. And then we're going to get into some tarot. Okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I kind of have my microphone over here kind of hidden, kind of. So, hopefully it's not hopefully it's not picking up too much of anything else besides my voice. Anyway, Scorpio, let's see what oracle messages come out for you for the week ahead. Universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, earth spirits, earth guides, please come before us to speak to the sign of Scorpio, all signs of Scorpio, universe, source, for their week ahead, for their weekly messages from June 13th to June 20th, 2022. What messages do you have for my beautiful Scorpios for June 13th to June 20th, 2022? For Scorpio, June 13th to June 20th, 2022, universe, source, for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know at this time for the week ahead? Scorpio, June 13th through the 20th, 2022. Okay. Very beautiful card to get. You got the Black Jaguar. Old soul for this week. Okay? It says, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Scorpio, I get the sense that this week the universe really wants you to understand how misunderstood you are. Not in the sense of like, oh, you're so misunderstood, you're so weird. No, not like that. Becoming aware of how misunderstood you are by the world around you, or maybe there's a certain person who doesn't really understand you. They're trying to understand you, but you're just so mysterious to them, and they're maybe having a hard time. Maybe they're being impatient with you in a situation, or I don't know. It's almost like you need to really understand your power here when it comes to your mysterious side, when it comes to how different you are. Whatever different means for you, right? It could be you're different in your spirituality. Maybe you're different in how you think about things, right? It could be your mental state. Maybe there are those of you, if for those of you who may struggle mentally with things, don't take that as a handicap. Take that as like a special, like a power. It's because of how different you are. You were put down here to be different, because you need to help others embrace their differences, right? Or their flaws. I never really see people as having flaws. Like, you may have scars, you may have, like, you know, different things that people will call a flaw or a defect or a birth defect, but those are words and terms, or like mental illness. Like, mental illness, I feel it's a thing, yeah, right? But we live in a world where we're trying to fix everything. We're trying to make everything perfect. They want everything to be cookie cutter perfect, kind of, right? Instead of just embracing the scars that exist within our world, embracing the difference, embracing change. Gender differences, right? What you identify as. People have a hard time understanding that, right? If there are those of you who are different in that way, right? You push people to embrace change, Scorpio. That is what your energy is all about. And I feel like this week you need to really embrace how different you are, because it's a superpower that you have this week. And there are those of you who may feel, well, I can't have what other people have because I have this problem or this issue, or, you know, whatever. I don't have what other people have, but Scorpio, or I'm just too different. And you may struggle with it, because you may feel like, why am I so different? Why can't I break out of being so different and just be normal? That because you're not supposed to be normal. You're not supposed to be the same, right? I love Scorpio energy, you know. I am of the generation of Scorpio. So it's like, I learn from Scorpio, I learn from you, Scorpio, in so many different ways to embrace change, to embrace my quirky, weird behaviors that other people may feel like that's weird, or they may have reservations about, but it's like, whatever, right? Whatever you want, Scorpio, this week, or if you want something in the future, this week would be a good time for you. Because remember, Saturn's in retrograde. It's going to be in retrograde until October. Okay? So remember, Scorpio, that the things that you want, the desires that you have so much potential and power to bring them into existence. And imagine, like, when you live your dreams, Scorpio, you show everybody else that they can live theirs, right? When you go through a tough time and everybody sees you going through it and they're just like, I don't see how you're getting through that in one piece, you're in some way showing other people you can do that too, right? You show the world what strength really is, in a way, right? Because for the Scorpios I'm speaking to, your soul has been through it. Your soul has lived, right? It's lived and lived and lived and lived and lived. It has, repeated lessons over and over and over again until you got it right. You know, like, you've been seasoned as a soul. It doesn't matter how old you are now in this lifetime. You may feel like, oh, I'm too young, I'm too this, but your soul has been seasoned. And this week, you are really recognizing that, or you need to recognize that if there's someone in your life this week, or maybe a job where they make you nobody can really make you feel anyway, but in some ways, because of their behavior towards you, you start to believe that you're this small, you're minuscule, you don't matter, you're not smart enough, you don't get it, you're not normal. Those are the lower frequencies, right? Those are lower vibrational energies that you should not entertain. The people that you should be giving your time to are people whose souls are probably just as old as yours, okay? Or people who are willing to grow on their own individual path in life, right? So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. But Scorpio, embrace yourself. Embrace yourself, not only this week, into the future, forever. Embrace yourself, because there's no one who can there's only one you. There's only one Scorpio in the zodiac. There's not a second Scorpio or a third Scorpio, like Scorpio number 2. No, there's only one Scorpio in the zodiac, right? We all learn from each zodiac, right? There's only one zodiac, only one season for each zodiac, right? So what does being a Scorpio mean for you in this lifetime? Doesn't matter where Scorpio is in your chart. You don't have to be a Scorpio sun. You can be a Scorpio rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, your moon sign, whatever, right? North node, south node. Especially if you're a Scorpio, what is it? If you're a Scorpio generation, depending on when you were born, you can look that up. What generation do you belong to? A lot of millennials find themselves in the Scorpio generation. Okay. So if you're a part of that generation, there may be a lot of people your age who actually are old souls. Doesn't matter how old they are, right? Because millennials are considered Scorpio generation, some millennials, right? So Scorpio is very important to all of us. Please remember that. I mean, all of the signs of the zodiac are important to each other, right? But that Scorpio energy is so potent because it represents transformation and death and rebirth, which is the death part most people don't want to go through. But you've been through that. Not just as a person necessarily, as a soul. Okay? And this beautiful card, like, look at it. It's just the darkness. It's just beautiful, right? It looks a little scary. It looks a little intimidating, but it's beautiful, right? This week is all about you embracing yourself, embracing your soul's journey, embracing your purpose, and not allowing any person, it doesn't matter. Just because you love someone or because they say they love you doesn't mean that they don't have small energy, sometimes, and they try to hold you back because they don't feel like, you can handle certain things, or they don't feel like you understand certain things, or they feel like you're not normal. Like, there are people who can be very passive towards you, or maybe they're hiding certain feelings towards you about how different you are, and they may feel, I don't know if Scorpio is going to be able to, like, make it through life, or I don't know where that's coming from. It could be for one of you, or maybe you're surrounded by people who just feel like they can just get over on you. They don't have to, they can just take you for granted because, for whatever reason, right? And that's not cool. And I feel like you're better, you deserve so much better than that. And I think that you're stepping into that this week. Or if this is advice, you should be stepping into that this week. Okay? And if this is not people, maybe this is just your thoughts. Your thoughts are fooling you into believing like, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to have what it takes to make it, right? Okay. So, Scorpio, let's see. What does the tarot have to say for you for this week ahead? For Scorpio Universe Source for June 13th to June 20th, 2022. What do you have to say to Scorpio? So if you have somebody in your life who's trying to tell you what to do, or tell you how to live, or tell you how to think or how to feel about something, you don't need to listen to them, because, again, you're an old soul. You don't need nobody's help. I don't want to, whenever I say you don't need anybody's help, I mean, like, you got this. You don't really need somebody to tell you, like, this is how it is, and, like, no, you're fine, right? I kind of get maybe, like, one of you, like, I can just picture one of you telling somebody, like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need your advice. You know what I mean? Not in a mean way, maybe, but more in a way of, like, look, I love you, but, like, I got this. I really do not need you telling me what I need to do, because I've been through that. Some of you, Scorpio, like, you just have a very, very keen sense of knowing yourselves. Especially Scorpios, those of you who are older, okay? And I would say older, like 30s and up, right? You've reached a point in your life where you're just like, I don't need anybody telling me what I need to do, because I got this. Thank you. It's kind of like that energy where there's nobody. Some people may think that you're stuck up or think that you're a know-it-all, but it's not that you feel that way. You just know yourself. You know, you're not here to tell anybody else what to do with their lives, but because you are so seasoned and experienced as a soul, you kind of already know what's up. So when you see somebody else about to like get into a train wreck, you give them advice and it makes sense whether they want to listen to it or not, you know. So you may have people surrounding you, or maybe some people who look at you and they wish that they were like you, but you may not necessarily feel that way on inside. You may feel like you don't have much for people to look up to, but you do. You really do. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure that you guys can see the cards here. Okay, that's better. So bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords. That's Libra. Some of you guys may have Libra in your chart, or at least I read this as Libra. Okay. But this week there may be a tough decision that you need to make here. Okay. I'm not really sure regards to what. But usually if it's a tough decision, it's matters of the heart. It's something that you care about, or it's something that you're holding on to that you kind of have to let go of in order to move into the other direction. We'll see what this Two of Swords is speaking about. But I also see the Two of Swords as you, Scorpio, just kind of closing your eyes and not really, you're just telling the universe, like, you just pick for me. You just point me in the right direction. I'll just go that way. Like, I don't need to do any more work. Like, I'm just going to do what I need to do. For those Scorpios out there who are really in tune, you may just be like, okay, I have a decision to make right now, but I'm just gonna I just want the universe to turn me in that direction, and I'm just gonna walk that way, right? That's a very powerful perspective to have, right? Yeah, we have the Emperor. So this is making shit happen. This is you being the boss of your own life. You don't, like, the Emperor doesn't need anybody's help. Like I said, like, this is that masculine energy, right? Some of you guys have Aries in your chart, or there's an Aries in your life, a father figure, could also be a mother figure, doesn't matter, but they may have very masculine energy. And you may have kind of gone through it with this person before in a past life, and they have come back into your life in this lifetime, either to test your strength or to bother you again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but this person can be a bit of a pest if this is a person you have dealt with in your life. And whether this person is alive or not, this person, I feel you're making a very, very, I don't want to say difficult. It could be difficult for some of you, right? There's some type of a decision that you are making this week. And it may surround a parent or a father figure, the father of your children. But I also feel like if this is not pertaining to another person, this is you just understanding, I'm in charge. The Emperor's in charge, right? I take care of myself, or I know how to take care of my kids on my own. Some of you guys are separating from someone who's the father or mother of your children, and you're just like, no, I got this. I'm going to take care of my kids. I don't, like, maybe you're telling somebody, like, you're unhealthy. I don't need you around my kids, or I don't need you in my life. And you're making that tough decision, you know, to separate your children from someone else. You know, they're one of, you know, they're the mother or father, you know, whoever the mother or father of your children are, right? It could be that too. Okay. There could be a brand new father figure stepping into your children's life, or mother figure, a brand new parent. Maybe you met someone and you have kids, and this person is stepping in, and, you know, that may be a difficult choice for you to make because you've been hurt for so many years. Could be. Yeah, you have the Chariot here. So that's that commitment to yourself, right? That is commitment. This is you committing to your path. That's it. The universe wants you to commit to this, whatever this is. It could be a parental situation, all the way around. Could be you being the parent, could be your parent, whether they're alive or still walking with you in this lifetime, whether you're at a distance from them or you're close to them. But this is about making a choice this week and realizing that the choice, no matter how difficult it is, Scorpio, it is going to benefit you, and that you are powerful enough to go through with this decision this choice is attached to your dreams, your goals. And when it comes to dreams and goals, we have to realize that there are things in our lives that we are already holding on to that are not good for us sometimes. And our dreams will ask us, hey, can you let go of that? Can you tell that person goodbye? Or can you take a break from this for a while? Because it's kind of getting in the way of you manifesting this. That's where the difficulty lies, when we're asked to let something go. And sometimes the difficulty lies when we're asked to embrace something because we're afraid that it's going to burn us or, bite us in the ass later. Ace of Rods. So there's that fire energy. So yeah, this is some of you guys, this is definitely dealing with a father figure, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, okay, somebody, or a Cancer. But this is somebody, or they have that in their chart, but there are those of you that you're definitely dealing with a father figure, or you're reminiscing, or you're pondering this energy of the father, the divine masculine. Some of you guys, I get a lot of sense with, there are a lot of you, Scorpio, and not just you, it's like everybody. I've been feeling this divine father or divine masculine coming through for everybody. Okay, and I feel like that's Saturn in a way, Saturn being in retrograde right now. But there is someone here, if this is not you, Scorpio, embracing your masculine side, some of you guys may not have had healthy men, specifically men who raised you in your life. Whether it be because of maybe a couple marriages you had, and it really just screwed with your perspective when it comes to men or masculine energy. There are those of you who maybe you were raised by, maybe had uncles, male cousins, grandfathers who had commitment issues as fathers and maybe even as husbands, okay? Therefore, there may have been a marriage for those of you who, it doesn't matter your gender, okay? You got married and there was someone of masculine energy who may not have been the healthiest, okay? That could also be a thing. And maybe you're realizing that at this point in your life, you've been compensating for that by being more masculine and being more, not in a physical sense, some of you could be, but just in general, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, you've felt like you've had to compensate for the lack of healthy masculine energies in your life, okay? Could be. And there are those of you who may feel you can't trust men, or you can't trust the divine father, or, the divine masculine within yourself because of, there's a lack of commitment here with someone in your past. And this is also someone who you dealt with in your past life for some of you. And then we have the Moon card. So some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer or Pisces who, I feel like some of you guys are either dealing with a fire sign or a water sign who is coming into your life right now as a father figure for your children, or a masculine energy in your life, very healthy. I see very healthy energy here, okay? They're very passionate. This person may feel, they can't really they may have an issue grounding themselves at times, but this is somebody who's very committed to you, Scorpio, if this is a significant other or a friend. This can be just a father figure, somebody who comes into your life as an older man, okay? Who comes into your life and is just turns into that uncle or that, that father figure for you. But others of you, there's still some things, if this is your father, there's still some things that you still just don't understand about your father, okay? And it could be the mother too, because I see the moon as the mother. So you may be dealing with a mother who is very masculine and doesn't really focus on empathy when it comes to you as their child, or maybe you and your siblings. They don't really, but it could be a mother or a father who they don't even know themselves. That's the problem, okay? And I know this is a weekly reading and that's a lot to retain, but I feel like you're, this week, overall in general, you're recognizing that here are some things I've been compensating for, or there may be a situation this week that comes up where you get into a fight with somebody, or you have a conversation with a friend, or your significant other, or a family member, or maybe there's a new person coming into your life, or there is a relationship you've had with somebody for a while, and this week you're finally recognizing, oh, this person's committing to me. This person, whether it could be a friend too, it could be a friendship where there's a friendship where you realize like, oh, this person really wants to be my friend. Like they're not here to hurt me, you know? And, but again, with the moon card here, that's that mysterious side. And that could be you, Scorpio, where you're still figuring yourself out. You're still trying to unearth parts of yourself so that you can share it with somebody or just with the world. Okay. But I also sense that this week you're going to be reminiscing about your father and realizing, or maybe this is just what the universe wants you to understand about your father. You may have known him in a past life, or a mother. You just realize, like, I don't know my parents. I don't know my parents. Others of you have a father figure who has passed on. They're a Pisces, and you're moving on from it because you didn't necessarily have a great relationship with him necessarily, or a close relationship, and you just have to move on from that. And it could be that your father is finally in the afterlife, if he's passed on, moving on to their life lesson in the next life. They have to move on. Okay. Yeah, then we have the Three of Pentacles. So some of you guys, this is an occurrence at your job, or I see the Three of Pentacles as a team effort, but it also represents like skill and work. So Scorpio, there are those of you have a certain skill here. You have a certain skill. And for some reason, you've been feeling like I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm still trying, because you're still trying to blossom. You're trying to figure out, how am I going to bring this out into the world with the King of Rods? Some of you guys want to own your own business. Some of you guys want to start a project, and some of you guys just can't, you can't really sit still for long. You love adventure. Okay. Some of you guys are going to travel. You want to go on a road trip here. The moon phases is very important for you as well, but there is a decision that you are making this week, maybe mentally, maybe you're not actually carrying this out just yet, but there is definitely a decision here, Scorpio, for you this week where you need to take charge, or you just have to recognize that you are in charge. Leave this masculine behind, this masculine energy that was in and out of your life, because there is so much more that you have to share with the world. And I feel there is a skill here that there are those of you, there's a skill here that you have been wanting to share with the world, and now is the time. Maybe you need to go travel to a person or a friend who can actually help you with this project and get it off the ground. Okay, could be a Libra, could be a Pisces, could be a Sagittarius or Leo or Aries. Could also be a Virgo or a Capricorn, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you guys, Scorpio, for the week ahead. There is definitely commitment here to a relationship, a commitment to a project that you've been really wanting to get off the ground lately. And once again, for those of you who are struggling with that, the universe really wants you to just go for it. You may not be able to see what's ahead. You may not be able to see like what's coming. Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. You need to worry about action. And there may be some deep subconscious energies in your life stemming from your parents or your father, or a past marriage, okay, or relationship that really left you feeling burned and just completely done with relationships. But let's clarify these cards, universe, for Scorpio. June 13th to June 20th, 2022. But doesn't matter your past, Scorpio. Doesn't matter how your parent or parents feel about you. Doesn't matter. I also get the sense, Scorpio, that at some point in your life, like this week, some of you guys are going to have a download where you realize, I'm going to have to just leave this behind. Leave my family behind. That might be a very tough decision to make, right? As your family. And you may feel, I don't fit in. I need to go and find my soul tribe, my true family. Some of you guys are having those types of downloads this week. You're realizing that if there's someone who's come into your life recently, they're showing you, like, I can be your family. I can be a new family member, you know? You may realize, like, a good relationship that comes your way, or a good friendship that comes your way, or the friends you already have, you realize, like, I don't really need to, like, focus on my unhealthy, toxic family members, right? Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords as we clarify. So this week, some of you, Scorpio, mentally, you're just feeling so run down. Some of you guys are dealing with a bully. You may have a parent who just they don't give a shit. They don't care. They just bully you. No empathy. There are those of you who come from parents or a parent in your life, no empathy for you. They raised you out of responsibility, but as far as connecting with you and having empathy for you, they didn't care about that. As there are those of you who are just coming to terms with that. And you have the Three of Wands. Vision. This is clarifying the Emperor. This is Leo energy, clarifying Aries energy. So guys, you have a vision. You have something that you want to accomplish this week, or you have something that you want to accomplish just in the near future. You have the vision. Bring that vision into reality, right? You are the boss. You're the boss. If there's a project, if there's some type of skill that you have that you really want to get off the ground, guys, go get it. Go do it. Okay? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Choices. Clarifying the Chariot. You have choices. You have options, Scorpio. If one friendship doesn't work out, guess what? Go find another friend. You know what I'm saying? You're not being loved or fulfilled in a relationship. Open yourself to somebody else, or just love yourself. Like, you know, the Hermit, Virgo. Some of you guys definitely have Virgo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Virgo. But this is clarifying the King of Rods, so yeah. Reflection, right? This is reflecting on where you want to go, what you want to do. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, nurture. So there we go. Some of you guys, your mother, because it's clarifying the Moon card, which is the mother, feminine energy, right? You need to nurture yourselves. Like I said, some of you guys, there was a parent that was lacking within themselves, and therefore they were lacking as a parent. And some of you guys, when you were in your mother's womb, her energy really affected you. Some of you guys, your mother, you had a great relationship with your mother, but not so much with your father, okay? But others of you, whatever, positive or negative, when you were in the womb, your mother's energy from her past affected you and may still affect you today. Then we have the Hierophant, that's Taurus, clarifying the Three of Coins. So this can be about college, this can be about a company. teachers. You're being guided here. You're being guided. You're definitely being helped and protected here when it comes to your skill. You're being pushed here, Scorpio. So address family, parental issues, whatever. Address that with yourself. Because your parents may be holding you back mentally, emotionally, or they're actually, you know, holding you back, you know, because you live with them. They may be saying some things to discourage you from certain things, but follow your spirit. Follow your spirit, guys. Okay? Follow your dreams. You have the power to bring them into reality, Scorpio. Okay? Much love and light to all of you, Scorpio. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.